gets enough water but not too much.
But we've been doing a lot of rehabilitation work for a number of years, since about 1968. And then Barbara, my wife, did a university course, rangeland management course through Queensland Uni. And when the offer came up for expressions of interest, we thought, well, we might as well see what happens. And just an extension of what we've been doing for a lot of years. Oh, it's been quite amazing. Looking at the whole property rather than just paddock by paddock or area by area, and learning a lot more about how it's been running and how it should be run. We had the satellite images for a start, which was a bit of a shock because I'd never looked at the place via a satellite before. And then from an aircraft, looking at the same sort of areas, only a little bit of a smaller scale, and then going out in a vehicle and having a look on the ground. So those three processes are as important as one another. Probably some of the most important things is the erosion process that have been going along. And some of them are so obvious I've just never seen them in the air that I've been flying around for a lot of years and never noticed until it was pointed out. That's sort of the biggest shock. At the moment we're sort of concentrating on trying to hold the water back, trying to spread it. So we're building a series of banks that slow it down, and also apart from that we're sort of working on our road system, because the hills are in the west and it's the Lake Frome's out in the east. The water obviously running from the hills to the lake, and a lot of our roads are running east-west, so the water concentrates down these roads, so we're putting banks, woboys in, to try and slow the water down, spread it out and stop the water erosion along the tracks and the roads. Spelling more paddocks for longer periods if we can. Weeds, we've got a massive prickly pear problem down the Wirrealpa Creek, so we're trying to control those as well. Right, all the information's up there in the head. I know where every rare tree is and where the heritage sites are, and to have it put on a piece of paper or a map is really an advantage. If I dropped off the perch tomorrow, everyone would know exactly where the old watering points are, where the new ones are, where fences have been put and shouldn't have been put, and whether you'd changed them in later years. So it's just a process of all the information, the historical information and modern history, having it documented. Part of the process was documenting the watersheds, which was pretty tough going because you had to work out which way water was going, and I've found out that we've got 5 different watersheds here. So you try to concentrate on one at a time, one water system at a time, find out where the best country is, and look after that and try and, well, in our case we've tried to sort of keep it in the same water system. Try and do one at a time rather than sort of going from here to there and chopping around and just not sort of having any plan. So we planned to try and control the water in one of the systems. Because I always thought that, you've got to fix up the bad parts. Some of those are too far gone. It would cost a lot of money, so it's better to look after the better country first, and then go to the more deteriorated areas. It's a wish list, and we're sort of looking at priorities all the time. Where will we go next? What will we do next? But it all comes down to finance. That's what it is. Sure. No money, no progress, because you just can't afford to do it off your own bat. We've put in monitoring areas, so it's a matter of just watching it the next, over the years, to make sure that we're doing the right thing and the program's working properly. So monitoring is a major important factor. My word, you learn so much about your place. I've been here 50 years, and I think I've learnt more in the last 2 years than the last 48 years, because you just learn about what's happening with the land and the water, and it's quite amazing, incredible.